board there 3 years. Someone is elected to be the president-elect, and then for 1 year, and then the person becomes the president for the following year, and then past president in the next year. So it's a 3-year term that the board members always have. So my dear brother, who is also the president of the Islamic Society of the Greater Lowell, also a khatib in the greater Boston area. I know that he's in a mission with a vision, with emphasis on teamwork and beneficial results. That's something that I hear that from him many times over and over. How can the centers benefit from the Islamic Council? Where is, so that we stop the question of what are you doing for me? What are you doing for me as a center? Because the council always seems to be that big opaque umbrella up there, subhanAllah. So without any further ado, please allow me to introduce my dear brother, the president of the Islamic Council of New England, Imran Nawaz.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the master of the universe, the most merciful and benevolent, and salam on our prophet Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My respected brothers and sisters, I can tell you that I am greatly honored, and with the great humility and the gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, excuse me, I'm standing in front of you, and I'm standing in front of you today as President of Islamic Council of New England. And Brother Idris, mashallah, has explained in details what the council and the members of this council do for the community in New England. Today we have all gathered here, and that's one reason for us to be here, that we are the supporters of this council. And in past almost 40 years, the members of this councils, they have done everything, and the council has played such a vital role in representing the Muslims of New England. And it just does not stop here. Islamic Council has been an agent which provides the opportunities of collaboration among different organizations. So sometimes when we see the work done by the organization like Justice for All, and they are talking about activism, or we see the work done by CARE, and the work done by Boston Islamic Seminary, or Hartford Seminary, or CARE Connecticut. These are few of the recipients of the grants by Islamic Council of New England. And when they do all this great work, and the students come out of Boston Islamic Seminary, Council is part of it. You are part of it. Today is the day we are here together, and all we need to do is to understand the importance. This council just does not represent the Muslims only. It also works for the benefit of the community at large in accordance with the rules which have been provided to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is our duty that we work together and we strengthen each other. Another very important thing which I want to remind you all, that look, we are all sitting here in the United States. Most of us are immigrants. Either we are the first generation immigrants, or maybe second generation immigrants. One thing we know, that nobody is going back. We are here, we are rooted now. Our kids are here, they go to the public schools. So our prosperity, the prosperity of our upcoming generations, our rights, our freedom of speech, everything is directly related to the United States of America. And it is our duty to work together to make sure that all of these things which this great country provides us, they stay the same. and why I say so. A lot of times we are facing the challenges, especially the nicest and the greatest work Sister Tahira always does, and share with us from CARE platform. And the work done by Justice for All, every time we are talking about political justice or social activism. If we trace back and try to dig a little deeper, we found the roots, and the roots are coming from Islamophobia. That is something which we are all facing. And today, we have to understand that instead of doing that knee-jerk reaction, which we do a lot of times, we have to come up with a plan. And simple plan is that we work together. And the organizations which are already working in those capacities, we make sure that we are providing them the support. And by supporting Islamic Council of New England, this is one step we can do very easily, because Islamic Council of New England has already created those bridges, has already built those bonds between the communities and the organizations. The organization could be religious organizations, they could be working about human rights, or they are interfaith organizations. Council already has it. So today, all I need to say is, we need your support. You can support in multiple ways. You can volunteer with the council, join the committees. If interfaith is your cup of tea, be part of that committee. If you think that you are really good with finances, we have the traders, we have the finance committee, which works on awarding the grants and scholarships. At the same time, we have constitutions and bylaws. So this is something which we can do. If you think that you have enough experience and you can assist, come and join the board, just like I joined the board. Prior to joining the board, I was working with the council as a volunteer for several years. And same thing I did for my masjid, Islamic Society of Greater Lowell. I worked as a volunteer before I joined the board. Alhamdulillah, I see a lot of people from different masajid and different other organizations, and I am thankful to all of you to support and to come out today. And I also understand that we are probably a little worried about the snowstorm coming later tonight. So I'm hoping and making dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the opportunity to be back with our loved ones before it starts. Back to the topic. I would like to conclude. We are here together. Let's support the council. Let's work together. If your organization or your mosque has not been part of the council, or they have not been partnering with the council, let's build those bridges. And if they were temporarily disconnected, let's work them together. We mend them. We start working together one more time. And please donate generously towards the end. With all this, I would like to request Brother Martin Mubarak Benz to come here. He's our president-elect for this year. So inshallah, he will be taking the office in 2026. Just like Brother Idris mentioned, the term is 3 years. So the year number 1, you serve as president-elect. Year number 2, you are the president. And year number 3, you are the past president. So Brother Martin, I will be requesting you to come here. And I thank you everybody one more time. Jazakallah. Thanks a lot.